And his children become a blessing. Somebody say become a blessing. He's meeting my needs. So that way I can become a blessing to somebody else. It's not true. That's why I tell you, if you come in here tagged that you here at church and let somebody know they can be inspired. There might be somebody in your family right now who needs to be encouraged. They see you going to church and trying. They know you got issues. They know you're not perfect, but they see you trying. You can be a blessing to somebody else. He wants us to keep this thing going. He wants this thing to duplicate itself. Don't stop the chain of being a blessing. But every time I say opportunity to be a blessing, you should be a blessing.
That's right.
Why? Because the reason why I'm a blessing to you is not because I want you to like me. The reason I'm being a blessing to you is not to remind you what I did 6 months later. The reason I'm being a blessing to you is because every time I turn around, he keep on being a blessing to me. Y'all ain't told me now. Anybody here want to thank God right now? Lord, thank you for always being a blessing to me. Every time I turn around, you keep on making ways for me. Every time I turn around, it seems like you don't ever stop allowing my life to be covered in favor and blessings. But every now and then, you come in church and you forget how good God has been to you. And it makes me mad and gets on my nerves, but I need somebody in the building that says no matter how good my life gets right now, I'm still going to tell God thank you. Anybody in the building want to look back on your life and say, I don't know why God keeps blessing like you do. But every time I turn around, he keeps trying on making ways for me. Is there anybody in the building that wants to thank God this morning that no matter how good life gets, he don't have to give me what he gives me, but he blesses me anyway. Come somebody say anyway. I messed up, but he gave it to me anyway. I had a bad record before, but he blessed me anyway. I sinned sometimes, but he blessed me anyway. Anyway you bless me, I'll be satisfied. Is there anybody here wants to thank God that no matter what is going through your life, you got to believe that God is about to meet my needs? Is there anybody here? You came to church with stress on your mind. You came to church with frustration in your spirit. You came to church with bills on the table. You came to church with a bad medical history. But I came by to tell you, I came to make an announcement by God telegram. He's about to meet your needs. Anybody here? Thank God that the God I serve, he's about to meet my needs. And you should not wait until he meets your needs. But for God, he shows up Listen to me. Don't look for God to only be a candy-coated God. You know what I mean? Because some of you need God to do some things that money can't even buy. See, if we're not careful, we will sparkle who God is. We only like to sparkle God, the glittering God. But there's some things you need God to do. Look at me. That money can't even buy. Some of you got a child right now that is going opposite of how you raise them. You need God to touch that child.
Hallelujah.
Some of you right now, I don't know who you are. Somebody right now has somebody on your job who is doing everything they can to get under your skin. You need God to fix that situation.
That's right.
Him meeting my needs isn't only in the financial and tangible. There's some things we need God to do that are really priceless. You need God to fix somebody. You need God to fix you. You need God to heal something. You need God to turn something around. You got something pending right now in your life. He says, I can meet that need. Needs are not only bills on the table, food. No, that is needs, but I want to push your mind, your way of thinking, because if you only think of God as a sugar daddy, candy coated God, we miss out who God is. So God is saying, I want to do some things that are impossible for you. Every head bowed, without closed. Every head bowed. Every eye closed. I don't know who you are.